Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking about a total game changer for online multiplayer, specifically looking at the ecosystem over at NK Games. Because look, if you want to actually rack up wins in browser games, you need to get your reps in without all the friction. Ever get that sudden urge to just jump into a match with a friend, only to have your excitement completely crushed by technical hurdles? Yeah, we've all been there. Well, today we're breaking down how to bypass all that nonsense and get straight to the winning. Okay, let's dive into this.
So picture this. You text a friend, hey, want to play? They're down. You open up your game launcher and boom, you're staring at a 40 gigabyte update. It's going to take 2 hours to install. By the time that progress bar crawls to 100%, your free afternoon is literally gone. That spontaneous spark totally vanished. Opening a game should feel like walking right into a vibrant arcade, right? You shouldn't be staring at a loading screen or sorting through files. Modern gaming can sometimes feel like it puts up these massive, annoying walls between you and the actual gameplay.
And that is exactly where browser-based gaming completely flips the script. NK Games Web offers a massive catalog of over 600 HTML5 games. Now, the magic here isn't just that huge number. It's the tech running the show. These games are built to run instantly, right in any modern web browser. No massive files to install, no patches dragging you down, zero storage space eaten up on your hard drive. Seriously, if you want to figure out how to win browser games, the very first step is getting your reps in fast. This totally frictionless entry means you're spending less time waiting around and way more time actually playing and mastering those mechanics. Section 1. Navigating the massive catalog. Now, when you're staring down over 600 instant games, choice paralysis is a very real thing. You know that feeling. The trick to tackling a catalog this huge is to actually stop looking for a specific title and start looking for a specific vibe. Go in with a feeling and let the platform's categories do the heavy lifting. Need to chill out after a rough day? Dive into a calm, methodical puzzle challenge. Looking to hone your reflexes so you can outmaneuver the competition? The action category is packed with quick movement and fierce matchups. Or maybe you just need to settle a bet on who buys lunch with a lightning-fast racing game. While searching by mechanics is great, filtering by your current mood is honestly the ultimate way to find a winner. The best browser game is often the one that matches the time and energy you have right now. I absolutely love this quote from the source material. It just hits the nail on the head. Because access is entirely free and completely instant, you have this amazing freedom to just experiment. Boot up a game. If it doesn't click after 5 minutes, no big deal. There's zero buyer's remorse. You didn't waste hard drive space, and it didn't cost you a dime. You simply close the tab, pivot to a new genre, and keep hunting until you find the exact game that matches your energy level.
Section 2. The power of player Q&A.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the stark contrast between sterile official descriptions and actual player experiences. If your ultimate goal is to jump in and win, you have to look past the marketing fluff. A standard game page just gives you bullet points, graphics, mechanics, maybe some curated screenshots. But the community replies on the Q&A page, that's the reality on the ground. Real players will tell you how a game actually feels after 5 matches. They'll warn you about a brutal difficulty spike or let you know if a multiplayer lobby is bustling or just totally dead. That is vital intel for picking a winning game and understanding the meta before you even hit start. And this brilliantly illustrates how the Q&A board is essentially a cheat code for getting better. People aren't just dropping a generic good game. They're in there asking, hey, how do I optimize my build for co-op? Or what's the strategy for this new raid boss? And the replies are giving highly specific, actionable tips, like pairing up with a healer class or pointing to pinned community guides. Honestly, if you want to know how to win browser games, this community board is your personal strategy guide. It's exactly like chatting with friends after a match, sharing shortcuts, pointing out the best co-op titles, and teaming up so everyone levels up their skills together. Let's move to and see how this builds into Section 3, asking better questions. Look, a Q&A board is only as good as the questions people ask, right? Clear, detailed questions are going to get you the best replies from the pros. Don't just ask, what's a good game? Specify your setup. Ask, which multiplayer online games run best for 2 friends on laptops? Or if you're trying to get a competitive edge in a racer, ask if it handles better with keyboard or touch controls. If you want to grab a win without dragging your team down, go ahead and ask for beginner tips for short-round co-op play. And this is crucial. Always, always search the board first. Somebody has probably already asked your exact question, meaning the winning strategy is literally just sitting there waiting for you to read it.
Section 4. Playing smart and safe.
All right, so you've got your winning strategy. Now let's talk setup. First off, online gaming needs to stay fun, and that means keeping your privacy locked down. Never share your full name, your address, or your passwords on public boards or in-game chats. Pick a smart screen name that keeps you secure. Also, be strategic about setting up your game night. Take 2 minutes to test a game's controls and check out the multiplayer setup before blasting out invites to your friends. Some browser games are perfect for chaotic public matches, while others are built strictly for private local lobbies. Setting those expectations upfront avoids the pregame confusion and makes sure everyone is primed to compete the second they log on. Okay, we've all been there. You miss a crucial jump or blow a race and instantly type lag in the chat. Well, sometimes the call is coming from inside the house, folks. Because these are HTML5 games running right in your browser's performance is your gaming performance. If you've got 40 tabs open from your workday, your game is absolutely going to stutter. So the crucial point is, if you want a stable connection, which is the absolute deciding factor when a split-second move costs you the match, refresh your connection and close those unused tabs. It frees up your device's memory so it can focus entirely on the game. Less lag literally equals a much higher chance of winning. Ultimately, the NK Games ecosystem takes what is usually a lonely, frustrating search for a game and turns it into this vibrant, shared experience. By combining instant, frictionless play with a community that's actually eager to share tactics and advice, you are never flying blind. A truly great gaming community doesn't just spoon-feed you answers. It invites you to trade ideas, elevate your skills, and eventually return to the board to pass your own winning strategies down to the next wave of players. So, taking a hard look at your own gaming habits, are you going to keep endlessly scrolling through unknown titles, or are you ready to stop guessing, start asking, and finally start winning?